Disclaimer: this video is made for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken literally, you dummies.
I gon' come with safety. The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, trying to leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't.
Everybody.
She's on my head, I come collect that shit. You think I'm playing? Trouble hop out bustin' at it, brother. Miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here, and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. Mama bro, he makes it vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the midst of shit that we ain't do. We spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide. Think she trying to set the pick. Other hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out. Yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock. Let's catch an op so I can test the bitch.
Goody! Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, Penny? What's up, Hope? What's up, D Vertical? Salute, Dog Soldier. What up, Kimberly Harper? Good seeing you. I hope y'all have had a good day so far, man. Blessings to the chat, bro. For sure. What's up? What's up, Freddie? Hi, Freddie. 1, 2. Freddie's coming for you. That might be Primo Dupree. What's up with y'all? How y'all doing, man? We got some explosive shit to talk about today. Some explosive shit. We got Luce Cannon's wife, not Sharice Mills, but his wife speaking out. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, what does she have to say? We got a recorded conversation with Adam22, Wack 100 that's going to send their asses to jail. Yeah, jail, motherfucker. Jail, bitches. You're going to jail. What up? What up? What's up, Miss Phoenix Blaze? How y'all doing? As you see, we have a goal. I just posted a goal. See if we can get 10 $5 super chats to see if we can make this motherfucker go up. Let me put it on live chat. So if y'all would like to support the channel, y'all know how to do it. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you so much. Let's get this motherfucker going, man. Okay. Hold on. What do y'all want to talk about first? The Adam22 shit or Luce Cannon's wife speaking out? I'm going to leave it up to y'all. I'm going to leave it totally up to y'all. I think I'm going to start off with Wack 100 because the conversation with GiGi lasted a little bit longer, y'all. Salute, Wookie. What's up, bro? Salute to all the real ones, bro. Let's go up here and listen to this. This one's only 11 minutes. It's self-snitching on YouTube again. Look, bro, they tell you. Quit talking about the crimes on YouTube. Let me bring this in. Let's hear this conversation.
PTR. That's one of the individuals after the double stripping occurred.
Hold on.
Love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe.
Let me turn this up for y'all.
All that.
Slight visual of one of the individuals. PTR. That's one of the individuals.
Listen to this.
The double stripping occurred.
The what?
Pulled up.
The what occurred? The double stripping occurred. So you robbed the guy and then you stripped him outside of no jumper, but nobody's in jail. Nobody's in jail. Make that make sense to me. How you could just whoop somebody down, strip them, put it on camera, have it in the indictment, but yet Adam22 sit and it happened right outside of his office. And Wack 100 was a part of it. This man was a part of it, y'all. It wasn't like Wack was out there going, no, y'all, no, don't do that, man. Wack just walked away and let it happen. And then when the gun came out, he said, Luce, don't do it, Luce. Don't do it, Luce. Don't shoot him, Luce, because then we all going to be fucked. Yep. Quit talking about your crimes, period. Period. Motherfucker, we need to go back to the old days where you go and commit a crime and you never talk about it. Can we go back to those days where a motherfucker can do something and don't have to tell the world about everything they do? Oh my God, look, I got a haircut. Oh my God, look, I got this. Oh my God, look, we did this. Oh my God, look, when we were doing this, we did this. Don't nobody really give a fuck. This is the internet, man. Nobody gives a fuck. My give a fucks have gone from here to here. I'm just being honest.
Hey, what's up, homie? They said, yeah, we hit a holla at Wack. And that was the outcome. The other one was in the back. He crawled in the trash can himself trying to get away. I don't think he know he was at. But I keep warning y'all, I am not a rapper. Don't come playing.
So you're admitting that you were a part of it. Hold on, let me turn this damn effect off. What the hell, y'all? I got this damn effect on. So you're admitting that you're a part of it. You're admitting that you're a part of
Aggressive Defiance TV. Aggressive as fuck.
Dude, where are the feds at? The feds want to listen to everything in the world and put it all in the indictment. Where are the feds at, y'all? Where are the feds at? Because I know the feds are listening, right?
Don't come playing. I keep trying to help y'all. Do not believe that I am a 47-year-old survivor. I am a paranoid that's not driven by fear, and my team around me ain't playing. They not playing.
Not at all.
A double strip.
Who's there? What, Pitbull in it?
You hear that?
Who that, G-Way?
Is Pitbull in it?
Yep.
You already know.
He don't look asleep. He looked like he got knocked out. Somebody.
I held half the team. Like, yo, y'all need to cut the day. Stop believing the high here, Bumpy here, Bumpy here.
Hey, they want to know what's a double strip, Wack.
A double strip is the first strip is all your jewelry, everything is gone. The second strip is, as you see, down to the birthday suit.
Socks on.
Yo, Bump, there you go, Bump.
So all of this bullshit that Wack 100 has put on the internet that Wack 100 has put on the internet and has allowed people to be locked up, not allowed, but help provide them the legal ways to be locked up. But yet here Wack is still out here talking about a double strip that happened outside of No Jumper. Where are the feds at? I'm just asking for a friend, Wack.
Keep that close. There you go. Hold on. There you go. Let's go.
Hey, Wack, let me see what you're talking about.
Work. That's bad, yo, puppy.
He don't even
send that this way, Wack. Let me see.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
He don't even see it.
No.
How is it?
I mean, he was looking for Wack. He found him.
He was looking for Wack.
Listen. Half the squad, I'm y'all about he would have died out there, man. He was too bad.
Hey, this the best. The homie is crazy. He's funny. This is the best video ever.
God, this is a bunch of adults, dude. These are a bunch of adults. I'm telling you right now, this is not a good look. To a person in real society that moves through life on a regular terms, on no different gang banging terms, you look like children. You sound like children. And you act like you ain't got a sense of fucking any lick of sense. Straight up. On here just discussing crimes with each other and laughing about beating someone half to death. Yeah, we can tell you didn't grow up being taught the right things, Wack 100.
But you didn't see me that says last night, but
back of your head, you like, with the dog going the phone, and there it goes. And listen, you see, half the homies is restrained.
I'm seeing, I'm watching it. I gotta watch it again because there's audio in the back.
Like, you boys would all got to get loose, man.
Hey, somebody would have lost their life. Everybody got active. Somebody would have lost. If everybody got active, it would have.
Now they don't even know where they at still.
Man, them probably still in the alley.
So 2 dudes pull up to No Jumper to conduct business, and this is what happens. Luce Cannon and homies beat the hell out of these 2 dudes. For what reason? We don't actually know. Because if you follow what Jay Reed said, it was to do business. Hook Wack up with a streaming service or whatever. But then you have stupid ass, what's up? Good shit, Phoenix. Stupid ass Luce Cannon. Oh. Then you got stupid ass Luce Cannon and his boys. You just mollywop the guy. Stomp the fucking mud holes out of these people. Y'all seen the video? Y'all ain't seen the video. I take it some people haven't seen the video. So let's just go see if we can find that video. I'm sure it's not hard to find. What up, TY? Yeah, I'm sure it's not hard to find. Well, I found it. I found it already. Can you believe it? Damn, I found it already. You haven't seen it? All right, we'll watch it together. I might have to take this video down afterwards, but we'll see. Who cares? This is all entertainment purposes only. As you can see, this is definitely the No Jumper building. Now you see Wack back there, right? You got Wack 100 back there with the backpack on. Got the backpack on over there talking to the dude. Luce Cannon standing right next to him. Dope fiend's the guy. He pulled the gun out, yo.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Luke, don't do that. Luke, don't do that.
And he started beating up the other guy.
What's up, son? Let me go. Shut up, nigga. Shut up. Go sleep, nigga. Go sleep, nigga. Go sleep, nigga. Right now, nigga.
Look, this is tough. This is cool. This is so cool. Like, this is what I want to be when I grow up.
Bitch ass nigga. Back it up, nigga.
Hitting him with a pistol and shit.
Everything, nigga. Right now. Take everything off, nigga. Take it off. Back out, nigga. Take it off, nigga. Take it off. Take it off. Nigga, like nigga, you buff, nigga. I'll be in, nigga. Where the core at? Come on, Mark. Get the fuck up, nigga. Fuck all that shit, nigga. Walk your ass, nigga. What's wrong with you, nigga? Fuck up. Get up, nigga.
All of them carrying.
Get up, nigga.
So that's the fight that's the fight we talk about. That's the fight that we talk about outside of No Jumper. Right outside the door. And you're going to sit and tell me that there's one of these dudes, Luce Cannon, is in jail right now. And they're using this evidence to show that he's a violent person. But yet, Wack 100 has nothing happening to him, and the feds haven't been to talk to Wack about none of this. Yeah, y'all are fucking losers. Straight up, there's nothing cool about none of this. And if you think there is, you're not going to make it far in life. These people are all just sitting around backbiting each other. People, I'm going to be friend with this person because I can get that much clout from that person. Or I'm going to be cool with that person because I can get that much clout from that person. Fuck is you talking about? This is not cool. This is not cool for the youth to see. Y'all weird, bro. Not cool. Not cool at all. Grown men jumping. And then he had to hit him with the fucking dope fiend shot first. Didn't even square up with the dude. Just dope fiending. I don't care what you say. And then you can get on Clubhouse and you can sit and talk about it and laugh and hee and ha and blah, 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 blah. Like it's all fucking cool. Ain't nothing cool about this, bro. Nothing.
The white boy calls me, right? This crazy is, yeah. I bet that they know what's not to come to No Jumper again. Yeah.
It's normal. I'm not going to say it's not. I'm not going to say that it doesn't happen. But the problem is there's not enough bad light shed on it. You know what I'll do? I'll shed some bad light on it. There's nothing in the world that would make me want to go jump somebody and beat them half to fucking death. You harm my children or something, I'll come beat you half to death. I don't need nobody else to do nothing for me. I'll do it on my own because I'm a man and I stand on 10 toes. I don't stand bullshit. And listen to everybody in there. I bet your children are proud. I bet they got something to be so proud of. I bet they do. Shout out to my dude, Medicated Wookie, man, with the motherfucking $5 drop, bro. That goes towards the goal. That's 1 out of 10. I appreciate you, Wookie. Straight up. Much love, bro. He said for listening and working at the same damn time. This man's over here double doing it. Shout out to that shit, bro. I know how it goes. I do it too.
I got wrecked. Am I running back, punk?
Did I fuck up?
Here's the thing, man. Like, I could see if it was like 5 other people there. Come on, man. If you're out, listen, if you're still out doing shit like this, then where is your life headed? If you're still out and involved with things like this, where you're like, I don't get it. The gun was there for more intimidation. Did you see every one of them had one? Every one of them had one in their hands, smacking them with it and shit. You know how hard a fucking gun is, bro? You can't just be pistol whipping people. Shout out to motherfucking Phoenix Blaze for the with Wookie working and playing at the same damn time. That's a $10 drop. So that's 3 towards the goal, y'all. That's 3 of them towards the goal. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. A gun is for protection, not bullying. Ooh. Ooh. Nice comment.
Right now, 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 right now.
Actually, a gun should be for eating. That's what it should be for. A gun shouldn't even really be for protection unless it's someone else to protect yourself against with a gun. But I understand your point. Guns are for protection. But I do believe guns were invented to hunt and so that we could eat. But easier ways of killing the animal. Listen, you can have 1,000 different things to say about that fight, right? But the one damn factor of it all is everybody in that fucking video was in their 30s or over 40. Every one of them. Ain't nobody on that fucking video younger than 30. Every one of them probably got kids at home. War was the first things guns were made for? You could say that. You could say that. You're right. Yeah, when they ran into CC, they didn't jump him. That's horrible, bro.
Yo, that's what this white boy is crazy.
Yo, gang.
Somebody paid him to say that. Yes.
No, Adam is really, Adam is the epitome and definition of a white boy that is just what it is. He bland, he's straightforward, and he don't get. You got to add him up.
Hey, you know he's always been that. He like, I'm a troll. You know,
Hey, he seemed like he kind of down though, right?
Man, that's been ringing around the homies. Adam running around there.
He might just tee off. You feel me? I don't know. Adam got it in him.
And he ain't no small white boy.
No, he ain't no small white boy.
Adam's a bitch. Don't come on here acting like Adam backed down from Milk 7-4. Shut the fuck up. Adam is a bitch. Let's get that. Don't come on, man. Bro, that is the craziest thing in the world, bro. Craziest thing in the world, bro. Adam is a bitch, bro. Oh, I'm not getting involved in any other body's mess. If somebody's out there shooting each other, I ain't getting involved in that shit. Fuck no. I know what you're saying, Vertical.
It's crazy because
legal team to him.
That be roaming around, and he's just like,
that's true, Rock.
You know, hey, dude, what's going on? Like, he called his office, he on this screen, he eat this shit, researching the blogs and shit. Nah, they ain't got no nut with no whack ass in it. Don't get drunk with your drawers down. When I'm naked, I lay on my
lady mounted him all. Madam Mika said, nigga, strip down to your drawers on the set. Must not have heard her correctly. Cause stick the pillow there, literally naked. Biggest mouth, bad girls club.
Wow. Wow. I mean, that's going to send you to jail, bro. I mean, why hasn't this? I mean, the biggest problem with me is you can be out here jumping people, but then you come on here and you claim that you're not in that lifestyle. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper, guys. I just jump people. Let's hear what Luce Cannon's wife has to say. Shout out to Compton Rick Rock for this. I tried to find this somewhere else, so I didn't have to go see Rick for it. But hey, gives him a view, y'all. Go subscribe. Let me bring y'all in, man. I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm not teaching my children.
So
I'm not teaching my children to be out here jumping anybody. I teach my children to love, care, protect themselves, of course. But you don't go around beating on people. That's not something that's cool to do. And if you're still doing that in your 40s, you're probably you probably need to go see a mental doctor, because there's a whole lot of mental health that hasn't been figured out yet. Straight up. If you're not just defending yourself and you're out here beating people up like that, you got a whole lot of mental health that's not been diagnosed yet. And you might need to see a doctor. Straight up. I'm not playing. You might want to go and see a doctor. So Luce Cannon's wife, GiGi, decides to speak out again. She's done before. This time she does a Q&A. So she answers questions. This gets a little bit interesting.
Right here, this is some nasty work. We all seen the video on I believe Street TV with the altercation with her and Luce Cannon when they was in the house with the tussling. Man, she finally made her YouTube channel, and when I tell y'all that she's about to take over the algorithm with this, you guys got to see it. So with no more talking for me, let's get straight to the content. This is GiGi.
And making comments like on the video. So first thing I want to make very clear is that I was not exempt to Luce Cannon's scam. Like, as I stated before, everybody has a part in his game. Like, no one is exempt. Like I wasn't exempt. Nope. My daughter wasn't exempt. Nobody. Like everybody gets played in the end. It's inevitable when messing with Luce Cannon. So I want to make that very, very clear. In no way, shape, or form am I saying I was special.
She said right there that Luce is going to play you. And there's people out here like this. We know that. We all know that. Everybody sitting before us today in this chat right here know that there are people out there that just use. Look at Tierra. There are people out there that just use people. And in every aspect of their lives, you're being used for something. Each person. It's sad to use your woman and child. I'll go there. Like, this is supposed to be your wife and your child. It'd be sad to have them part of your plot and plan. But that's pretty crazy. I'm gonna grab a drink.
I think by now we know that Cannon doesn't care about anybody but himself. Not kids, not wives, not girlfriends, baby mamas, not friends, not family, not twin brothers, nobody. Like, he's literally all for self, right? I think we can all figure that out by now. So I wanted to make it very clear that in no way, shape, or form, I mean, we all got played, period. Just like he's playing the internet, playing literally everybody out there right now into, not everybody, but let's just say a lot of people into believing he's somebody that he's not. It's the same way we all got played at some point in time dealing with Luce Cannon. Which, like Demon Time even said, you know, he fell for the scam and the plays too. And I think everybody does. Like, it's kind of hard not to. Just look how much nobody knew who he was. He like popped out of the blue, right? Out of the woodworks. This guy fell from the sky, comes on no jumper, starts making these outlandish accusations and these wild stories, and people are believing him, right?
Ooh! Hey, this is his wife. This is his wife, y'all. This is someone he has a child with. So Luce out here is getting everybody pregnant. Let's just make that clear. He's got a baby with Sharice now. And then they're beefing. So GiGi up here telling her truth. I guarantee you GiGi is telling her truth, bro. A scorned woman, every time will get you. You can't walk through life and continue to do people bad. You just can't. And then think that somebody is not going to say something about it. Someone isn't going to speak out about it. This is why you have family feuds. This is why boyfriend and girlfriends break up. This is why fucking relationships go haywire, because people get fed up getting treated like shit. So that's why you see people just like that. Oh, the Sharice Mills one? I'm not sure how many kids he has. I don't see the thing about Luce with me. He's still a mystery. I don't know nothing about the guy because I don't believe nothing. I don't believe shit about Luce Cannon or anything that comes out of his mouth. I just don't. Yeah, GiGi's beautiful.
So I think it's, you know, you could say that he's believable. Like, he can manipulate and make people believe whatever narrative he wants. I mean, I think he just literally said, like, I think somebody was telling me, he said he just got in a fight with you. He just said that he's going to have little dirt on his pot. I mean, all this crazy stuff.
I'm with procreating, right? But you have to be in financial stable. You have to be financially stable to procreate. You have to be mentally stable to procreate. You just can't be out here making babies and you're jumping people in the fucking alley, beating them with fucking pistols and shit. Come on, man. Now you're just going to make a little rich kid think he's fucking something else as he grows up. This is how you get T.I.'s kids. This is how you get kids like T.I.'s kid King, man.
Going, mind you, he's in prison. This man is behind bars fighting 20 years per charge maximum, right? That's the
He's
maximum
gonna get it.
for that's just for one case. That's just for the RICO. 20 years maximum per charge. He has 2 charges.
He's gonna tell,
and
or he's gonna plead out.
So that should tell you all you need to know right there.
Yeah, we all seen the videos with him and his girlfriend. He says his wife, she said that's her husband. They have some crazy content going. They've been running this content for quite some time with him behind bars. So yeah, we all see that he's following his dreams, chasing his dreams. He's not stopping. He's not letting jail stop him. Some people get bit by this internet bug.
Chasing your dreams. He's not gonna let jail stop him. All those dreams will come crashing down as soon as he gets a 20-year sentence. What are we up here talking about? You think anybody's going to give a fuck what Luce Cannon's talking about on the phone after he receives a 20-year sentence? Probably about a month you're going to care. After that, it's going to be the same old bullshit over and over and over again. Let's get real here, bro. If this dude ends up getting 20 fucking years, don't nobody give a fuck about Luce Cannon. He's crashing the fuck out, and nobody on his side is going to tell him that it's fucking time to stop. Nobody. That's not chasing your dream. Look where chasing your dream got him.
And once they get
the
internet bug, is over with. You gone. So that's what we're seeing. Him and Sharice, they doing the phone calls, the content from the jailhouse. It seems like to me they not letting nothing stopping them. What you guys think about that? We didn't spoke about that numerous of times. Let me get y'all input.
I think it's
in the comment section.
There. That he clearly doesn't care about his freedom. He doesn't care about, like I said, anybody but himself and what his end goal is. And ultimately, I'm assuming, just my assumption, because he's been doing this for so long, is his end goal is to be the most talked about person ever. Just delusional. Yes, thank you, bro.
Oh, she said it, bro. He wants to be a lolcow. Luce is gonna turn into a lolcow, bro. That's what Luce. You want to be a lolcow, Luce? Here's another one of these people that don't care what people think about them, as long as they're saying something right. As long as I get those clicks and views, it don't matter. It can be hate. So what? It can be everybody in the world that hates me talking shit. Man, y'all better quit with that mindset. Because you better care what people think about you. That's your reputation. You know that, right? That's what people think about you. Hello, Ange. That's what people think about you.
But like I said,
start caring.
So I want to recap kind of what we talked about earlier, the wedding scam. So I want to make sure that everybody understands like the scam. So Cannon, when you are dealing with Cannon, he's dealing with you for a purpose, for a reason. Rather it's because you have resources, rather it's because you have connections, rather it's because you have money. It could be for multiple different reasons. And all he's going to do is drain you of those resources. I know there was other questions. I'm answering some things I'm going to answer because I've seen just some questions I've seen on my own that I know a lot of people are wondering. So another question was, what made you fall for him? What made me marry him or fall for him? And I think the best answer is the same way he made everybody else fall for him to believe he's somebody that he's not when nobody knew him from a can of paint. So if you can imagine what he's doing to the internet, what he's doing to somebody who he's trying to conquer, you can imagine it was to the 10th power. So I fell in love with somebody that he pretended to be, bro. Right? So that's that.
And here's another thing. She's finally she's talking eloquently. She's answering questions naturally now. We don't see her amped up. You know what I mean? And this is what I want to see from her. Salute, Cuddy.
Another thing I wanted to address is, I think there was a question, something about like, how do you feel that Sharice says that he only has one child? I want to make it very clear that it doesn't bother me. My daughter, when I left Canada, she was only 6 months old. So she is not going to remember him in any way, shape, or form. The only thing that she will know about him is what she sees on the internet when she's old enough to ever be on the internet.
This is what a lot of people will have to say something about. But here's going to be my opinion on this. This goes for either side, so I'm not going to talk for women or men. I'm speaking for both sides. If one of those parents are pieces of shits, it is best for you not to have them around. And by pieces of shit, I mean pieces of shit. I'm not talking about somebody that's going through a bad drug problem or a parent that's going through mental health issues. I'm talking about somebody that's beating people up outside buildings and shit. Like that's a piece of shit. So I never had a father in my life because my dad was a piece of shit. And you know what? I don't hate my mama for it. Because if he really wanted to be in my life, he would have made sure he was in my life. That's how I feel about it. And I don't hate her one fucking bit for keeping me away from that piece of shit.
That's the only thing she's going to see, which brings me to the reason why I feel like it is imperative for me to clear up all the lies, the false stories, or anything, especially revolving my child. I don't know about any other mother, your grandmother, whatever. That's cool. If you don't think it's cool, or you don't, what you want to turn the other cheek, whatever you want to do.
So after speaking with GiGi, she had no intentions on coming on the internet speaking about this at all. She was gonna let this just all fade away. She got away from the situation with him and her, but she said that her daughter kept getting brought up in this conversation. That it was conversation about her daughter.
Us and the kids, bro. I'll tell you what, man.
That people was like, and she said, you know what? Because of that, I'm on a mission with no permission, and that's to do damage on this internet concerning her ex, well, her husband. I believe that she's still married to Luce Cannon, so that's her mission, y'all.
But this is my child, and I want her to know if she ever sees this on the internet, if anybody in school ever.
I mean, we got people out here. We got people out here like this.
I'd rather be an absent parent than a bad one, fam. Because if I'm absent, at least then somebody else could teach my kid right.
Which would make you a bad parent, you stupid fuck.
So anybody that want to say F these people, you could pull up to the Cash App and donate some money, fam. They just want me to go broke, so I got to be a slave to my parent. I'm never going to speak to those people ever.
Whatever the case may be, a family member, anything. I want her to know that her mother was her biggest supporter, that I was her biggest advocate, that I stood up for her when
let's go, ladies.
Her name was being brought up. I'm going to answer the question. I haven't really heard him speak on you, GiGi. Do you really want to see him locked up and away from his kids? If you say he's deadbeat, then the losing the opportunity to build a relationship. Okay, good question.
Yeah.
So I know you probably haven't heard him speak about me, but there's multiple interviews he spoke about me. Sharice constantly speaks about me and my child. Like I said, it's public. It's all over the place. It's not like I'm just delusional. It's been going on for a long time. I understand a lot of people, like I said.
Yeah, that is a good question.
It was.
By you having a kid with Luce Cannon, even though that he's negative and he's a liar and he's all this that you say he is, that's still the father of your child. So I want to know this in the comment section. What do y'all think? If this was your baby mother or your baby father,
you guys in the chat, tell me, what would you do if your baby's mother or father was a piece of shit, just liar, never did nothing for the kid, would you keep him away or her away? Or would you just allow them to build a relationship and bond off of that person doing nothing for the child? Please let me know. I say hell
would
no.
you guys want to see that person locked up for a long time? And what you saying on internet can definitely get them probably more. Let's just say the feds on your channel looking at what you saying and use some of this that they might not know that probably could put him away more than 20 years that you say he's facing. What do you guys think in the comment section about that? Do you guys think it's cool to put your baby father, a baby mother away with these allegations that you putting out on the internet? We're gonna keep this straight down the middle. I want to know you guys' thoughts, because my thoughts, I will have a whole lot to say about it, but I'm gonna let you guys in the comment section.
You're very right, Angie.
So about that. So let me know what's going on.
It is a dumb loaded question, kind of, because usually the person that doesn't take care of the child ain't going to come around anyway. But sometimes there's that person that's like, oh, it's my baby, I want to see a baby, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's when you keep them away. It's best. A child is going to eventually get old enough to make their own decisions. That's what we all need to realize. A child will eventually get old enough to make its own decision on whether it wants to be in that parent's life or not. And if you were on the wrong end of the stick, I pity you. If you're keeping your child away from their parent and they're trying to actually do good for the child, I pity you, because they're going to grow up to hate you, because they're going to find out that you did that. They will. It's a sticky situation, man.
Well, let's get it.
I said you can't watch every interview, can't see everything, but you have to understand, like I said, there's a lot of things that you guys don't see that, you know, I'm not just coming out of the woodworks and just saying, haha, like, you know, I just want to expose him. That's not the case here.
Brisket's fire.
He has spoke on me on Clubhouse with Wack 100. That's kind of where it all started. The original narrative was, and I, like I said, if you guys subscribe, I'm going to share all this with you so you guys can understand why I am where I am today, why I'm over the bullying, the harassment.
I don't know what her channel's name is. So if anybody in the comment section, anybody that watches this replay, if you could help me with her channel name, let me know.
The lying, that type of stuff. Like, it's just come to a point where Cannon and Sharice have bullied the internet enough with lies, false stories on other people, and everybody just runs with their narrative, and they have never provided one shred of receipt, proof, evidence, or anything. Yet I see that people attack anybody.
It's Big GiGi. See, man, power of the internet. Thank you, sir. Or thank you. Thank you, Zero. I appreciate that. All right. Holy moly, bro. She is about to take over the algorithm, dude. Good for her. Get your bread, baby. She's already at 2K subs. Get your bread. Hold on. Let me share this. People say AD ain't for the women. Shit. AD loves the ladies. Y'all go motherfucking subscribe, man. Do me a favor. Take 1 second or 2 seconds out of your day and leave this channel and go subscribe to that channel right there. All you have to do is hit the back button and you'll be right back here with us.
Anybody else who speaks out against them. I don't care what anybody says. Like I said, when you come to my channel, anything that I say, I'm going to show proof and receipts. So it's not like you have to take my word for it. I'm not here to have a he said, she said. It is strictly just facts, point blank facts.
Relate to that.
So let's go over to answer Toxic Media's question. The original narrative of how this started was Cannon Charisse went on Clubhouse with Wack 100. Cannon's exact words were, he did not know who I was, that I was a jump off, and that the child that we conceived through IVF, my daughter, Legacy Williams, is not his child. So as you can imagine, as a mother, okay, the man who brought this child into
the
the
page
world with
hard.
me
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? They attacking the page hard, y'all. Chill out.
Going on a public platform with Wack 100, might I add. Okay, that's somebody that, you know, has a big platform where millions of people are going to hear and see this father saying this about his child, all because he wants.
Okay, so now I get it. That definitely would make a woman say, you know what, I don't care how much time you get in jail, you denying my daughter, our daughter, and going on a public platform speaking ill about your daughter. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go on a mission to make sure that you get as much time as possible, because the videos that she put out, this is probably the second one that I've seen, and it's definitely going to do damage if the DA get a hold to it. And like I say, everybody's going to do reaction to these videos. It's on the internet, so at this point, it don't matter who do they reaction to it. It's already out there, and she's on the mission to make sure that these videos land in the right.
Hey, do you blame her? She just told you why she's doing what she's doing. Do you blame her? She was going to get out of it. She was just going to get the fuck out of it and leave it alone.
Hand.
I think she's prettier than Charisse.
Be famous. Okay. So that's where it first started. Then it went on from there. Then it went on to Tasha K. And you can go look these up as well. Like I said, I'll post them as well. But Tasha K, they went on that interview as well and said the exact same thing. So again, here we go back to your question. Just because you haven't heard it yourself does not mean it's not being said. There's a million people who have heard it. It's been all over Street TV. You can go to him, Alex Alonso. He has done tons of pieces on a lot of his interviews of him saying, you know, all that stuff. So like I said, that's a really good platform if you guys want to go look at anything right now to see the things that Cannon has said, done, the lies, the manipulation, all that. You guys are free to go watch Street TV. Go there. Great journalist, does a lot of fact checking, along with like evidence receipts. It's like I said, it's not just me saying it. It's proof. Next question: are you divorced? No, we are not divorced. We are currently
man
in a divorce. We are not divorced. No.
You know what, honey? Wait for him to cop those years, and you'll get that divorce quickly, bro. Straight up, bro. Wait for him to cop those 40 fucking years or 20 years this man's about to get, and you'll get that divorce quick. They'll give it to you easy then.
So also, like I was saying, back to what I was saying about the whole situation, I think people have a misconception that, you know, that I'm speaking out because I want to see him locked up away from his kids. That was the Toxic Media's question. Do I really want to see him locked away from his kids? Let me answer that question. Now, which kids are you talking about? Are you talking about the child that he has with Charisse that Charisse says is his only child? Or are you talking about his two older sons that he has claimed that are not his and put a gun to their head with Charisse, to his oldest son's head, a gun to his son's head?
Wow. Wow, bro. Okay. Boom, bam, ping. That's all it would take. What's up, Don? Boom, pam, ping. That's all it would take. You will not see my child. You will not see my daughter. Nah. No sorry, Bob. You put a gun to your other children head, you won't see my children. So let's listen here. I've been wanting to know how many kids he's got. There's 2 older boys, a child with Sharice. I think GiGi here has a child, so that's 4.
Are you talking about that son? And
well, that answered your question. That answered the question right there. Do she want to see him locked up? Saying that he pulled the gun on one of his child. Yeah, man. If that's facts, she making sure his ass do not get back on these streets. This is what happened when y'all mess with women, man. When you mess with a woman, doing something for you, and you can't beat no woman. A woman, they emotional, and they coming, man. When they come with receipts. You ever notice when you get caught cheating or something like that, and your woman find out? They already when a woman asks you, is you messing around? She already know the answer. She done did her homework, full investigation, just like the feds. You are done. This woman right here is on a mission.
Yeah, his own son. Or are you talking about the child, the daughter, which is mine, who he's never seen since she was 6 months old on.
So you just out here procreating and then just leaving on them. What's that called? That's abandoning your kids and shit.
Never paid a dime, never checked on her, never called looking for her, nothing like that.
4 kids.
Are those the children that you're speaking about? Are those the children that you think that he's locked up and away from his kids? He's not
thinking about those kids, dude.
You're talking about the 2 sons that he has with the wife before me that he hasn't seen in 5 years.
Luce Cannon isn't caring about his children. Luce Cannon is on the phone using his 10-minute calls to gaga on the fucking internet. I can't believe these motherfuckers, bro. People blow my mind. He did it to have an attachment to the women no matter what he do. Good fucking comment. Are these women got bread, don't they? These women got bread, bro.
Sharice thinks that sending the mother $200 for 2 children who are 12 and 11 here and there is doing something. Are those the children? You can't buy children.
You can't.
Like
you can't.
You just can't.
So he been married. This is what,
third
wife?
Kids, you buy them.
This dude been a whole lot of relationships, man. Where's the first wife at? I guess this is the second wife, and Sharice is the third wife. Where's the first wife? We haven't heard from the first wife yet.
Nope.
You can't throw money.
I wouldn't do
5 years? Are you serious? His sons with Nikki
are old
enough to look in the internet. They're old enough to read. Do you really think that they don't see everything their dad is doing? They don't hear and see the things.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much, young lady, for reiterating what I always say up here. Your family knows what you're doing on the internet, stupids. Look at the fucking look you give. Look at the way y'all come off. Look at how y'all act. That lets me know right there that you have no self fucking shame, no self-worth, no nothing. That's why I'm changing my base of my platform, bro. It'll be trending topics and news only, bro. Fuck all the dumb shit. My kids are watching, and I've got a higher standard for my fucking self and my family. I've got a bit higher of a standard. She's being dead honest, bro. I said it about Brandy and her kids. You think her kids ain't watching her? You think her kids have not seen what she's been doing on the internet? I'm not talking shit about it. I'm just saying this is the truth. This is the fucking truth. All I got to know is that bro, Google is the most powerful weapon in the world, damn near.
Cherie says and things like, you don't think that they see that? They do. And so I think your question should be to Cannon and ask him, why is he doing the things that he's doing to be locked away from the children that he could possibly have a relationship with one day?
That's exactly what made me change my life right there, was those thoughts. Exactly those thoughts right there are exactly what made me change my life. Why am I doing the things that I'm doing to keep me out of my children's lives, bro? Why am I doing it? It ain't nobody else's fault. People got to wake up inside. They can't just, come on, bro. That right there, really smart fucking comments by her, bro. Very intelligent comments.
You know, I think that everybody is so quick to try to attack the ex or the person that he's not with because she's speaking out. And I noticed that. With the internet, like whenever somebody speaks up or stands up for themselves and they're an ex, it's either she's bitter or you're upset because you're not with him anymore, or why don't you just move on, or you do this or you do that, or and it's just like, when I first came out and spoke, that was all I asked for, was a divorce.
Yeah.
And he said he was never married to me.
Wow.
All I asked for was
that's a liar right there, bro.
He said it wasn't his child.
You come up here and a woman say, hey, I want a divorce. I want a divorce from you. And then you just tell the world we were never married. I guess Luce just wants to be known as a liar or a crash dummy. I guess.
But now, now you guys are saying, or not you per se, I'm just saying, now I see, now that Charisse is admitting that, you know, oh, if they are married, who cares? Me and him aren't really married. A piece of paper means nothing. So why are you guys not asking her, why was she up on public platforms lying then? Why was he on public platforms lying? Why isn't he running to go get a divorce? Why isn't he running to, like, you guys are asking, like, it just doesn't make sense. It's like, it's crazy the questions that are being asked towards other people, when, like, why are you not asking Luce Cannon this question? Why are you not asking Charisse, as a mother that you are now, why are you only saying he has one child when it's public record he has 6? That should be your question.
Bro?
Why are you comfortable?
Because they don't live a real life. The Charisse Mills and Luce Cannon life is a TV life. This is all made up for fucking the internet, bro. Their relationship is weird, dude. They try to do a reality show and shit. That shit, they're weird. That's a weird couple, man.
As a woman sitting next to your man.
I think, well, let me say this. Part of lying in the internet, that goes together. People get on this internet, they lie for clicks and views, and they make up things. Maybe he was trying to, get some money so he could take care of all of his kids. We don't know. I don't know what his reason for being on here. If you say he's lying, everybody didn't call him in a few lies, but it's going to be a little lying with a little truth when people get on this internet, because they trying to paint this picture in this scenario that they this person on the internet, and it's all entertainment. So, I think a little lies and a little truth go together hand in hand with this internet.
And who has been proven a habitual liar. Why are you co-signing and condoning his behavior to be away from his children? Shouldn't you be asking her that question? Does she want him locked up and away from his kids? Because it seems like she's the one I'm not with him. I'm not condoning him lying on and snitching and making him to go on there and post that he robbed 50 Cent or Meek Mill, or he wrote for Cardi B, but I didn't tell
relationships for social media.
It seems like, a lot of your people's questions or concerns should be towards Cannon and his woman, the woman that's sitting next to him, the same woman that you guys see every Sunday, literally recording a man's phone calls, who is in prison on a RICO charge. He is literally in prison.
That was stupid,
Like,
bro.
come on.
That was dumb as fuck.
Have you
bro.
heard him?
Did y'all hear any of Young Thug's people letting out, releasing phone calls and shit, talking shit? Luce Cannon is doing the fucking most from fucking Fed jail. Let's be perfectly clear. He's not in prison yet. He's in federal jail. Like LA has a federal holding facility. Here in my city, if you catch a Fed case, you go to the regular jail, you just wear a different suit. But you still thrown in with the other inmates, you just got a Fed case. Have a good one, Judge.
On any of those phone calls, ask about any of these children that you're so worried about him not seeing anymore.
You called them?
Ooh.
Like, you got 6 kids. If you called any of them? Nah, you call Sharice to go on academics. These motherfuckers ain't dads, bro. These aren't real men. Don't let that be fooled, ladies. These are not real men, bro. These dudes that are walking out here acting gangster and tough and they out here jumping. These motherfuckers ain't real men. They're not. They just caught a break, bro. These dudes are rich because they caught a break and lined themselves up with the right people. That's what it is.
She hit it right on the head with that one. Normally, when a person make a phone call from jail when they're incarcerated, the first thing they say is, "What's up with my kids? With my son and with my daughter? Put them on the phone. Let me talk to them."
You're goddamn right.
That's the first thing they're doing. Like she said, we haven't heard that yet. This is Luce Cannon's first wife. She's coming out on YouTube, and she said that she has receipts to everything that's going on. Sharice Mills, GiGi, Luce Cannon. We haven't met the first wife. She haven't jumped on the internet yet. Man, this stuff right here, man, this is nasty work. When you in all these relationships, you got these kids and you got these women, and you don't have a relationship with all the women. That's why when you mess with, you got kids by a woman, you get another woman, you get a relationship with everybody. Make sure that everybody is on the same court. You do not want any of them beefing with each other, because this is what's going to happen, man.
Yep. And the kids are going to hate each other. They're going to have
that's what I'm saying. You know,
all of these kids that are separated, they're all going to hate each other. They're all going to have different reasons to not like each other. You've just built the most unstable family there is. And none of this is going through any of their minds to care about. This blows my mind, bro. These dudes aren't men. Let me shout out my girl, Ange. I'm sorry, Ange. I should have seen this. For supporting, moving in the right direction. Thank you, Ange. That's $5 towards our goal. What's our goal, man? We got a 10 goal, right? So let's see where we're at. We're at 4. 4 of them are already up. So we only got 6 to go. Hopefully we can make it. If we don't, we don't. It's just a goal, y'all. See what my mother
for a child to want to connect with their parent at some point in their life. Would you rather see him locked up than free?
Thank you, Rock.
Honestly, I feel like sometimes no parent is better than a toxic parent. So
that's what Jack said.
Parenting can do more damage than not having one. So it depends.
Jack said. Jack said it. He would rather be an absent parent than a bad one, fam. He said it. He's the one that said it, bro. Am I lying?
I'd rather be an absent parent than a bad one, fam. Because if I'm absent, at least then somebody else could teach my kid right.
Because just because you make a
now
baby,
tell me where the hell I'm wrong at.
Let's just start there, okay? There's child molesters who have children. Should we want them to not be locked up because the child wants to connect with the child molester? No, right? So that doesn't make sense. Cannon has mental issues. He is mentally unstable.
I said that, didn't I?
And he is
a lot of these dudes that are doing this type of behavior, that are acting out in this way, and they're in their 40s, and they're in their fucking 50s. Wack is in his 50s, man. At least close to 50. This is a lot of undiagnosed mental health problems, bro. These people they're just not diagnosed. They probably got hella mental issues. They don't care. They don't go to the doctor.
Very toxic. and he is very abusive.
We
I
see
don't
that.
know what part you guys didn't hear about. He put a gun to his own son's head. Do you really think that I would allow a man who put a gun to his son's head with his
took the words right out of my mouth,
next
girl.
to him, or any woman for that matter? Do you think I would allow him around my child?
Fuck
Just think
no.
about that. Like,
That's dangerous, bro.
that's not gonna happen. And I'm not judging anybody else who's okay with that. Some people are okay with that.
I'm judging anybody that thinks that it was
For
okay.
my
with
child, no.
I'm judging
Now,
anybody.
Yeah, that's not cool at all, man. Pulling a gun on your kid. I don't think that's cool at all, man. Once you do
Not
that,
at
you
all.
go to that level of some depth. You need anybody that's doing that need to get help, man. That's mental issues. You need to get help pulling a firearm on your kid. If that's true, all this stuff is alleged. I don't know. This is her truth. As far as on the internet, the only way we could do is just look at this and, you know, have our own opinion about it. But man, this is her truth.
Do I believe that people can change? Do I believe Cannon can get the mental help that he needs to possibly change and be a good father one day? Yes. I'm not God, and I believe, you know, through God, anything's possible. But I believe that the person has to want to change. And as I said, clearly we can see that nothing's changing. He's literally in prison, and he is literally still doing the same thing with his girlfriend, aiding and abetting and co-signing still the same lies that landed him in prison, still telling his crimes and acting like he's doing this. He just said he got in a fight with Big. Like, come on, it's a mental illness, man.
It's a mental.
Was he always slow? Yes. So Cannon has always spoke the way he speaks, but again, like I said, Cannon is an evil genius, which he clearly has. He has the gift of manipulation. He has the gift to make people believe anything he wants them to believe. Cannon can make you believe that he was Moses walking on water, and
no, he can't.
9 out of the 10 people.
Make that clear. I don't believe nothing Luce Cannon says, or Sharice at this point, because she lies for him. I don't believe nothing. I'm going to make it one more time clear. I don't believe nothing that comes from Luce Cannon's mouth.
Believe it. The same reason why a lot of people still believe him till this day. Cannon can literally say that he built a nuclear bomb, and there's a group of people who are going to follow him and believe it. He's just that. He's always been very good at that. Very, very good. Sharice was pushing those lies with Tremaine during all those interviews. No longer Capone news. Drink with
right now, 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 right now.
Etc. Exactly. So look in the comments. Street TV made a very good point. It put some of the links where you can go see his.
I remember when I first got a phone call from Luce Cannon. I think somebody connected us on the phone, and he was talking about him about to get a job at No Jumper. They wanted him on No Jumper, and he was, man, Rock, I could bring you with me, man. Me and you could take over, go on there and do our thing. This before me and him even got into the internet back and forth. And when he was telling me, I was like, man, I ain't really tripping, man. It is what it is, man. If you know. But he was making it sound so good and so believable. You would have thought it's just me. I really didn't care. I'm doing my own thing. I really didn't care about going on, not just.
Man, speak, bro. Preach, bro. Preach, man. Rick Rock said he ain't tripping on going on No Jumper. He's doing his own thing. I feel that.
That show, any other show, because I do on my own thing. And shout out Street TV, Alex Alonso. You guys can go over there. She had
out of the Nipsey did move out, but he still spent way too much time back in his own hood. And all you'll have from your own hood is jealousy, envy, hate, fucking just rats and bad people are gonna come after you, bro. It happens in my city. That's why we can't get a rapper to make it mainstream in our city, because these motherfuckers can't stay out the goddamn ghettos. They get started and they get paid enough to get out. They get out and where you see them at, right back in the same place they started. You're supposed to build to grow, bro. Nipsey should have not been going back to the hood every other day, bro. Nipsey should have not been going back. I'm from Indianapolis. I know it's hard, bro. I know it's hard to make it out, but Nip made it out. And I'm telling you, that's where a lot of these people fall short at. They go back home. They go back to where they think they have love, where they think people should show him respect or show him care or put him on a pedestal. And they should. People should have been showing Nip so much love, bro, because he made that area of LA look great. They should have been trying to ride his wave, bro. Instead, somebody thinks if they take you out, they're next up. Or if they take you out, then they could be the man. Or, you know, it's all backbiting, bro. It's a pyramid scheme in the gang life. It is.
Interviews with him as well. We go more in depth. Alex Alonso asked all the right questions on there, so y'all can go check out his show. Man, check out all 8 shows, man. Go to check out all 8 channels, all these people channels, and y'all can put y'all own theory together. Y'all can go check out Sharice Mills' channel, check out GiGi channel, check out Street TV, and then y'all put all this stuff together and make sense of it all. Get everybody's side of the story.
Is him and Sharice's interviews, if you haven't seen them already. And I think that, like I said, you will understand why we are here at this point.
You could tell
now,
it was a good
is Luce Cannon really a rolling 60s Crip? No, he is not. Again,
his wife said he was not rolling 60s. Yeah, man. I think that's where we need to, like, Brick did say it. There's been a lot of people from Rolling that say he's not from Rolling, that he just got next to Big U. That's all it was. He just got next to Big U because he would do anything Big U said. That's epic, dude.
he was never put on. He was never a 60s Crip. His father was a rolling 60s Crip, and he was basically, you know, what's that called? Like guilty by association. So he was affiliated because of who his father was. He was affiliated, but he was never put on.
But wasn't his father a rat? This is the gang life. So his dad can be a rat, and he can be a part of it because his dad can be a what?
On to rolling 60s. No, he was not.
There's
He's
a ghetto in every
yes.
culture.
He's
Absolutely.
definitely,
You got
that's the
trailer park
perfect. He's
trash,
so smart.
hillbilly trash.
He is very, very
white
so
trash.
smart.
It's definitely.
He is an evil genius. It's the truth. I like I said, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not.
It's just there's people that are poor in every culture. Simple as that. People just poor.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, and no matter how crazy it sounds, but Cannon is very he's not book smart. He's just very street smart. He's an evil genius. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, if he wasn't so evil and if he wasn't doing the devil's work, Cannon would really be like a billionaire right now. He really has a weird.
That's what I told her when I had the phone call. I said, man, if he wasn't caught up in all the other stuff, this dude would be on top of the game, because he definitely know how to put himself in these circles, in these situations.
That's not how he got in them circles. See, that's wrong. Y'all wrong. It's wrong. Because this is how he didn't get in them circles, because he didn't have what it takes. This is why he's doing what he's doing right now, because this is what's getting him in them. It's all wrong, bro. That's wrong.
Situations to where he's moving up, because he knows how to talk and how to persuade you into believing everything that he's saying. I think
but all that's good, fine, and dandy, but why didn't that work for him before all of the dumb shit? Because it didn't work for him before all of the dumb shit. That's called being a crash dummy. It's exactly what it is, bro. Yeah, that's what I think too, D. That's what I think too, but I don't know.
He wasn't so involved with the street cats and the street mentality, I think he would have went far because he got talent. They say he's slow, but he's not slow. This dude is actually smart. He's not no dummy. You cannot get in these situations and be around some of the people that he's around being a dummy.
Manipulating like minds.
Not being a dummy,
He probably could have been a lawyer somewhere in some different life if he was to choose this. But like I said, I mean, just the power to just the power to be able to paint any narrative you want and to have a mass majority of people believe it. And these are adults. We're talking about adults who are, have common sense, and they're literally looking at this man that they've never seen before ever in life sit here and say that Shawnee O'Neal gave him $50,000 for sexual, like, come on, like, just he's definitely gotten a lot crazier with the lies. I can say this: when I was with him, the lies weren't this grand. They were not this crazy and outlandish. He's definitely graduated. To further it, I guess, a little quicker.
See right there, bro.
The fake Cannon grew up in Fontana, far from Rolling 60s. Correct, he did. A lot of people accepted him because he was a scammer. A lot of fraud, a lot of plays that he put together. So, whenever you got somebody in the little clique that wants to be down and wants to be cool, and, maybe his family came from money, this is just an example. And you let him in on the crew, let him pretend like he's cool because, he's buying everybody ice cream and buying it. That's Cannon. Cannon was always, like I said, he's always got some type of plan, scheme going, and he knows how to make money. That's just point blank period. He knows how to manipulate, lie, rob, take from anybody.
That's why he's in the situation that he's in now.
This is where the genius part comes in. Is
That's
Cannon
not knowing how to do anything. You got caught. You got caught, bro. You got caught. How you know how to do anything if you get caught doing it? I didn't know how to forge checks. I got caught. Got caught on like the 8th one, but
a lot of money, and nobody will know that he's the mastermind the whole time because Cannon will literally play himself.
Yeah, he's not very good at
to the person, like he is just the middleman or he's the bottom of the bottom, but not knowing that this person that he's claiming he's getting the work from or he's getting this from, that person doesn't even exist. It's really him. I'm telling you, it's a crazy.
We all know that
mind. It's a crazy.
We all know that play.
We all know that play. Yes, he definitely has that. Well, white collar hustle. He definitely, because of the way he talks, I think his slowness, I kind of think it helps him with also being a chameleon, so being able to talk to all different type of races, colors, creeds, to put himself in different rooms. That whole like saying fake it till you make it. He's very good at that. He can turn that gangster talk off, all that crip and cuz he can turn that off real quick. He can turn that white boy charm on real fast. What does his family think about this? His mom, his siblings, they've came forward. His mom, she loves her son. She doesn't support the lies. I think that's why that's the whole reason why I shared with you guys the whole wedding scam. None of his family was at that wedding because it was a fake wedding. None of his family are going to ever play a part, especially his mother, in ever disowning her grandchildren. She's never going to do that. She's never going to tell Cherie. She's never going to play along with any lie that she's ever told any woman or anything. No matter what, his mom is never going to play along with that. His twin brothers already came out and said that he lied, that they,
his twin brother did come out. Y'all can see that shit on Street Star. Alex Alonso. Yep. His twin brother did come out. Talk mad shit about him too. Especially about our child. Said that, that is his child. We went through IVF. I mean, everybody knows. So his family does not support any of his lies. That not at all. What kind of relationship do you see Luce have with his father? So his father's been in prison on death row since he was like, I think about 9. So I got with Luce in 2018 to 2022. His relationship with his father was off and on. So he would talk to him in prison like every now and then, but they didn't really have like a super close relationship.
out of all those years that I was with him. Nikki, which is the wife before me, she has 2 children with Luce.
None of this looks good, but it's good for entertainment, ain't it, D? This is like everybody jumps on Facebook when they get broke up. It's exactly what it is, bro. Bitter, bro.
Those 2 boys. I would have to ask her like how his relationship was with his father when she was with him.
I would love to see a show with all these wives together. Luce, wives, Nikki, GiGi, Sharice Mills. I would love to see a good podcast or something with all them together. Vlad TV, No Jumper. One of y'all, man, put that together, man.
I was with them for 10 years. I was with them for 5. Yeah, 5, 4. Do you think Luce was cooperating with the police before? So it's not the first time that Luce Cannon has got picked up by the feds or by police or
she's going at him now, Rock. She's going at him now. She got a whole channel up and she's going at him. And I say go, girl. Because if that man is out here doing the most not for your kid, fuck it. Has he even called to check on your child from prison? That's what I mean. That would be my biggest one. She snores powder. That's what I was wondering. She is like heavy into the sniffing. But
have been rated before.
Do that a lot up here. Look at all the sniffing he does. Look at all the sniffing he does. And I'm like, nah. People get colds, man. People get the sniffles.
The police came, before. So obviously they don't put us in the room together. So I can't say. I cannot confirm or deny if he was cooperating at any point. Because obviously when you're picked up, you're not put in the room together. We were put in separate.
I've never covered the hoodlum. The hoodlum guy. I've just recently learned of him. And there hasn't been enough for me to want to cover him. I'm going to be honest. All he's doing is covering Luce and Sharice. I can do that.
I don't have a record. I never have been. I've never been a part of any of his scams or knew about any of his scams. I didn't find out about any of it until later. Obviously, when you leave somebody, people who are part of the scams come forward, or people who get scammed come forward, and then that's when you start finding out,
I'm real new
for being set up in your house and all this stuff. People feel sorry for you, and then after they watch you go through all the torture and the BS, nobody says anything, and then once you leave, they're just like, "Oh, I'm so glad you got out because all this was happening behind your back." Like, oh, geez.
One thing we can say about Luce Cannon, he showed to go pick him some nice looking women. All of his women are nice looking. The man got good taste in picking women.
Thanks.
He's victim shaming this girl. Oh man. I did see somewhere there was a comment. I think it was on Rock, this guy right here's channel. And they were like, no, you're wrong. That's cap. GiGi did this, GiGi did that. Or some shit like that. All that's gonna fade away, y'all, when Luce Cannon goes to prison. I hate to tell you all this. All that motherfucking bullshit, riding each other's wave and shit, that's going to go away, man. These guys are going to go to prison or they're going to be known as snitches. Simple as that. And I really don't think Luce Cannon cares to be known as a snitch.
I can't confirm or deny if he was cooperating. I do not know. I do know Luce has snitched multiple times. He is good at snitching. I can say that. I can only speak on personal experience from me and from his brother. I've been there when he snitched on his brother to the police and blamed crimes on him. The whole holding somebody hostage. I think there was a situation at him and Sharice's house where he claims that somebody called the police and said he was holding somebody hostage. He pulled that same scam where we were living in Corona, and then tried to say his brother was the one who called the police, and a SWAT showed up, said that had us surrounded with army tanks and everything, saying that somebody was being held hostage at our house. So that's not the first time he's pulled that type of scam. And then So
You got an
I don't know if you
hour
guys saw the
indictment.
detention hearing. He has 2 active warrants for domestic violence.
Hey, I wouldn't say sorry, motherfucker. Fuck you. Go to jail. Y'all didn't have to do that to that dude, bro. When you know the job is shitty. Yep. I mean, this is all like the not rich class of people, but the ones that are right below that class that are trying to be that class. And sometimes they go a little too hard to try to be that.
So 1 warrant is for violation of the restraining order that I had against him in Loma Linda. And then the other one was in Riverside for our domestic violence. So those are the 2 active warrants that they're talking about in the indictment on his detention hearing, which is part of the reason why he's not getting bail. And prior to all of this, I'm just giving you guys a backstory of kind of how we've ended in here. Luce Cannon and Sharice.
Damn, that sucks.
So we lived in Riverside, California, on Kingdom Drive, Cannon and I. And Cannon was setting up robberies at that house. I guess there's investigation started. I didn't know at this time. After he had cheated with Black China, after that whole scandal thing was going on, Cannon and I want to make this very clear. Cannon and I were living in the same house together, but we were not sleeping together. I was sleeping in another room and he was in the master. I was in the room with the baby. He was in the other room. Of course, he wanted to work the marriage out. I did not, but at that point I had a C-section. I had just had the baby. I didn't have anywhere to go with the newborn. I didn't want to take his daughter from him. Obviously, this was before, the pulling the gun on his son. This was before the attacking me at the hospital with the baby. So this is, like I said, this is right after our daughter was born, which was November 3rd, 2021. I didn't want, to take her from her father. So I did tell him we could stay in the house together and raise the child, so she could be a part of his life. So I did it. I was back and forth between there, and I have an older daughter. She had an apartment kind of nearby. So I was back and forth between the 2 places. And I didn't know that Cannon was setting up robberies at the house where me and the baby were living with him. I didn't know that the robberies were being set up.
Robberies at the place you live, bro. What's up, man? Why would you set up robberies at the place you live at with the child and mother of that child live? You have just lost all care for all human life because.
So robbery was set up. It was all over the news. You can go on the news and look up a robbery at 7756 Kingdom Drive in Riverside. Police were under investigation for all the robberies that were happening at our house, and then I guess in the area. So Cannon and Sharice, after that robbery happened, one of his IBM homeboys, a girl he was messing with, was running some type of gambling ring or whatever. She would have people come and set up the gambling table and bring their money and play or whatever, right? So,
well, if the feds didn't know all this information, they gonna definitely get it off the internet. The internet will put you up under the jail cell. This is Luce Cannon's second wife, and when I tell y'all that she is on a mission, this is what happened when you
yeah, it's like the dealer setting up in his own house. It's like, hey, come on over, I got you.
What they say, a woman scorn, man. When a woman is mad,
I said
a woman
this
can't
all
whip
day,
you physically. They can't whip you physically. So what's the next way for them to get you? And this is exactly how they get you. So men out there, learn from this, man. Learn from this whole situation, man. This is going, like I say, this whole situation is not going to be some content that's here and gone tomorrow. It just keeps on growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And everybody that you done something to, they all fit to come out with their stories, man. This is going to be something big in the future. Definitely more than likely going to be a movie. Mark my words and trust me on that.
Cannon and his little IBM homeboy set it up to where she could do it at our house. She brought her players. Cannon set up the security. Cannon, then him and the IBM homeboy flew out to Miami, and the security that they provided for the girl robbed everybody at gunpoint, took all their money, chains, watches, blah, 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 blah. A couple days later, somebody breaks into the house and trashes the house. Cannon and Sharice go to the police and blame me and say that I robbed the house. At this point, Blac Chyna was not mentioned to the police. It was just me. Once they made the report, I got a call from the investigator, and I was then brought into the robbery investigation, that I was a part of the robberies in the neighborhood. And so, of course, I had to go down to the station, clear my name, provide where I was, times, days, blah, 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 you know, whatever. Once I cleared my name, showed that I had no parts in any of the robberies, where I was during the robberies, things like that, I was cleared of any implications into the robbery investigation. So Cannon is very well, Cannon definitely will snitch on you really quick. When he has when you go against him or you don't participate in anything that he does, or you out him for anything, God forbid, like you do this outing him, oh, he's gonna turn it up. He's gonna do any and everything to try to bring you down.
Man,
no disrespect intended, but does he have a mental health diagnosis? And if so, what it is? I do not. So I've talked to his mother. He's never been like diagnosed by an actual doctor, but I mean, everybody in his family, we all know that he has mental issues. As I said before, it was never this bad. Kennon's always been a liar. You know, you have like those friends who just lie because they're like maybe ashamed where they come from or who they are, or they want to be somebody they're not, you know, whatever. Kennon's always lied about stuff like that, like what he did for a living, his age, where he's from, stuff like that. You know, you just think like, oh,
he is out there, bro.
This level that he's on now is a whole new level that is just, we've never seen it, and nobody knows. We think maybe he just snapped.
He's already monetized on YouTube.
Midlife crisis. I don't know. Maybe whatever mental disorder he has is gone haywire. Not sure. So. Not a medical diagnosis, no, but we definitely know
Sharice,
mental issues.
Sharice, you got a fucking challenge now, Sharice.
Did you know about his friendship with Wack 100 when y'all was together? So again, like I said, I've been with Cannon since 2018. There was no Wack and Cannon friendship. Let's make that very clear. So how Wack and Cannon even got to start talking, which I'll drop those receipts to when I drop the series, was because of Molly Mall. So the whole Molly Mall situation, when me and Cannon started hanging out with Molly Mall and stuff like that, Cannon had bought some beats for Molly Mall or whatever. This was when Cannon was trying to do his rap thing. And this is right around the time where he started the whole IBM. So the whole IBM thing I started, it was not a gang or anything like that. Cannon, like I said, wanted to start doing his rap thing. Came up with IBM, Integrity for Money. I paid for the logo, blah, blah, blah. Went to Molly Mall. He got some beats, paid Molly Mall for some beats. Cannon then set up Molly Mall. And the reason why Molly Mall was set up for that beating was because Molly Mall slid into my DMs and was talking to me in a way that Cannon didn't like. Molly Mall wasn't a sexual thing or anything like that. He was just saying that I was beautiful, blah, 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 something like that. Cannon didn't like it.
Shout out Molly Mall, man. He's the music producer, but you had no business in somebody's wife DM talking about they're beautiful, man. What's wrong with you, man? You know that's out of line.
I think she come from like those kind of shows, D Vertical. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. I think she's one of them bad girls or something like that, or baddies or something. I don't know.
Man, you don't do that. That ain't cool, man. That ain't for nobody to do. If you get in another man's wife DM and tell her she's beautiful and you hitting on her, you got to expect whatever come after that.
Yep.
A couple days later, Cannon set up Molly Mall, and that's what you saw on the beating. Cannon then posted it and was trying to make it go viral. After that, that's when Cannon got, because
how you gonna post eating of Molly Mall, bro?
So that's how that whole connection started. The friendship started from that point on with Wack and Cannon. Had nothing to do with anything else. He put his daughter's mother into robbery. Yeah, he did. If he never cheated with Blac Chyna, you think you would have been with him still? That's a good question.
No, it's not. It's easy.
You know, I don't know. I was pregnant when I found out about the Blac Chyna situation.
All this info, but then you're saying you don't know if you'd still be with him right now.
I don't know. I really can't give you an honest answer. Like I said, I'm always going to be honest with you guys. So I really do not know.
Huh?
I was a different person when I was with Cannon.
What do you guys think in the comment section about that? Somebody asks if he wouldn't have never cheated with Black China, would you guys still been together? Or was it because the beatings? What caused the breakup made you guys separate? Because everybody want to know that. I didn't even think about that. If he wouldn't got caught cheating with Black China, would these two still be together? What you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section and
let me know, bro, because then why would you still be outing him if you think that you would still be with him?
You know what y'all think about?
It don't make no sense to me. Oh, I don't know. We still might be together now.
It's like it's the craziest thing to explain to you guys. Like,
she's heartbroken.
When you're with Kenan, he molds you into who he wants you to be. So you lose sight of who you are, if that makes sense. Before I met Kenan, I've always been independent on my own. I was never been in an abusive relationship before or anything like that. I haven't even been in that many relationships at my age because I had a daughter really young, my oldest, who's 24 now. And it was a girl. So, you know, I was very cautious. I never lived with men. I never moved men in with me or anything like that. So when I got with Kenan, it was a lot of control, a lot of playing on your weaknesses, playing on any trauma that you had in your childhood, any abandonment issues, things like that.
I know they're in their like late 30s, I think. I know Luce Cannon's like,
it's kind of like you feel trapped. It's kind of like you can't leave. You don't know where to turn. Kenan turns people against you. So it's kind of like you really don't have anywhere to go. Kenan drains you all of any independence you had when you got with him. As you can see probably from their channel or, you know, stuff that I'll show too as well. He's very big on, what's it called? Gaslighting. He's very big on grandiosity. So he does things that most men won't do. Running your bathwater, cooking for you in the middle, no matter what time it is, catering to you, constantly, like just showering you with affection, love, words of affirmation.
So that's how he does it. That's how he gets all these fine women. Because I was wondering, how does he do it?
Yeah, she's a pretty girl.
Rub their feet, fellas. You got to shower them with gifts. You got to go in there and run their bath water, cook their food. Everything that GiGi is saying that he did. That's how you get to find woman.
Just everything. It's almost like a fairy tale type of thing, if that makes sense.
I think a lot of women do this, bro. This isn't just like her character. I think a lot of women get angry. Like they say, a scorned woman, bro. You piss a woman off enough and she'll do this to you. She'll do this to you, bro.
Once he does that, like it's so intense in the beginning, he gets you to a point where it's like, oh my God, like where
I'm in bliss with Luce Cannon, the slow guy.
Once that happens, then like I said, it slowly starts stripping you of, you know, any independence. So if you're working, I don't want you to work. I just want you to, you know, take care of the household, this or this or that.
That's called.
Then it starts slowly and surely, like, you know,
I don't want you to work.
Every time you're with your friends, he's there. Every time he's with his friends, he wants you to come. It's like before you know it, your lives become one. And then before you know it,
that's called marriage.
Friends are now his friends more than they're your friends.
Well, that's called marriage, honey.
Anytime you guys get in a fight, anytime anything happens, you notice like just things start shifting. Then you start realizing that Cannon's lying to your friends, making up things that didn't happen, telling your friend, like it's the craziest thing ever. Like I said, I have to show you guys some visuals so you guys can kind of understand. But his manipulation game is so crazy that when you're with him, you're kind of trapped. So once you're out, it's trapped, a freedom that I could never explain.
Follow me on IG, y'all.
It's like being resurrected. When you're with Ken, he gets you to a point where you're like dead inside and you're literally just living. You're just like going with every day. Like your world is turned upside down. Like it's insane. Like all the stuff Sharice is encounters, so like that. I don't, like I said, I don't know her. I don't know. I just go by what I see. See, I'm not the type of woman. I would never sit there and lie with my man, or even if he's lying and making up false stories and other people for fame. I've never been like that. That's just not me. So all of this, like what was happening behind closed doors at that time, all the drama and the stuff that he was creating was overwhelming for me, because I don't like that type of stuff. I don't like drama. I don't like violence.
40,
I'm not
right?
into all that. So
39?
again, for me, it was living in hell. So honestly, when China thing happened, it was very emotional because I was pregnant, but it was kind of like, I used to pray every night that God would either take me or bring somebody to be with him so he could leave me alone.
There are people out there in relationships like that right now. God, somebody come and come and sweep this motherfucker off her feet. Come and sweep this bitch off. Come sweep this man off his feet for me. Please. I don't want to ruin his life. I don't want to but God damn, get him on. Get her ass out of here. She's fired for early 40s.
It's not like I haven't tried to leave Cannon multiple times. I would get beat trying to leave. The last time I stopped trying to leave was after I had the baby, when he took the baby from me.
You could best believe this video right here. I think she got a few of them. These are going to be in court. They're going to play these in court. I guess these guys not Sharice. Luce Cannon and GiGi have a court date. He had a warrant for everything that she's saying. So you could best believe that this stuff will be played in court, man. He's looking at some time, man. And with these videos and things like this, if it's proof that this actually happened between these two, police reports, so forth, man, he's looking at a lot of time, man.
And said I'd never see her again if I left. So that was the last time I stopped trying to leave. So after that, I didn't try to leave anymore. Because all the other times, like I said, I did. I tried going to family members' house, and then he would call over there, and then they would cave in and tell him where I was. So like I said, it was, he has people, everybody around you manipulated into thinking he's this God. The same reason why people are, saying like, what you think? Do you want him to be locked up? Do you want him to be like, your family's doing the same thing?
Swear to God, I don't think he's God. Swear to God, I think Luce Cannon is probably the low down dirty shame of a man. I think these are the types of people that give men bad names. This is not what men do. This is not the look of a man. I promise you.
Thing when you're telling him, look at the black eyes, look at this. It's like, well,
thank you, Angie.
He treats you so good and all that and this and that. It's like, it's okay that he busted your lip or blacked your
never
eye.
okay.
So, like I said, it's not an easy thing to just leave.
Good girl.
As much as people think it is, when you're with a person like him. I honestly didn't know him until he got an interview with No Jumper. Yeah, nobody knew him until he got in.
So that plays into
interview with No Jumper. Nobody did.
That plays into me saying that whatever he was doing before was not working. Him being on these fucking reality YouTube shows was not working. Him being a producer or a rapper was not working. Whole IBM thing was not working until he went on No Jumper with these outlandish fucking stories. Nothing worked for Luce Cannon because he obviously had to start crashing out for fame. And this isn't even the right kind of fame. He's a fucking lolcow, bro. He's the epitome of what a lolcow is. He comes on the internet, acts fucking stupid, and people are like, is he serious? But then there's some people that are like, yeah, Luce, you go, buddy. You're my best friend.
Yeah.
Is he calling you? Are you putting money on his JPay?
Or he called you sweetheart every night. What? Was he friendly with Big U? Those scenarios he talked about, including Big U, are they true? So yes, him and Big U were friendly. Let's just talk about that. They were friendly. I was, like I said, with Cannon since 2018 to 2022. I can tell you Big U came over to our house maybe like 3 or 4 times in all that time. Big U messed with Cannon to a certain degree. It's not like they were best friends hanging out all day. Like we were going over to his house hanging out and stuff like that. Like we went to a couple of events together. He's been to our house like maybe a handful of times. Forcer thing and for him and stuff is not true. Cannon has done a lot of violence, a lot of things. Big U was not even around like at all. Cannon loved using Big U's name in a lot of stuff that he did, a lot of stuff that he got away from. He did use Big U's name a lot though. So, but Big U was never.
A lot of guys on the internet use that name. That name is in the algorithm right now, thanks to Luce Cannon and other participants in using Big U name has made it viral. So yeah, man, a lot of people use his name in this content space, especially right now.
Were involved in the situations, you know, when the stuff happened at the house, like when he pulled a gun on somebody or did this or did that. Big U was never there. Big U, like I said, maybe came a handful of times. No funny business. You're describing my parent 100%. I'm sorry for you. I don't get how people call someone slow can manipulate so many people. I don't know. I really don't know. And that's why I said never underestimate just because of the way he talks or, you know, the way he looks. Like I said, he's entertaining the same way he has you guys entertained, the same way you guys are laughing.
All, bro.
It's funny, you think it's cool. Even Sharice, you know, she's
roll cow entertainment. When he gets up there, sweetie, 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 you're softer than a sugar plum. You're softer than cottage cheese that's been melting all night in the sun. That shit ain't entertaining. That shit is low cow shit. People looking at him like he's a fucking retard.
She's doing this Sunday service and talking about God and this, and I don't understand how you can even talk about God when you're doing the devil's work. I don't understand how you can, you know, sit there and act like his other children. And I'm not talking about my child. I'm talking about the 5. Like I said, my child has nothing to do with nothing. But I'm talking about the children that he has that can read, that can go on the internet, and how she thinks it's okay as a mother to dismiss them like they're not shit. Just as a woman, I think is nasty and is disgusting. And I don't know how people can even think that that's okay. I don't know why people are not asking questions about, you know, why they think that that's okay. I really don't, but whatever. Let's see what else.
He's got 6 kids.
The ones, what do you think it'll take for him to finally sign? So Cannon was never going to sign the divorce papers. I also want to make this very clear.
Starting everything off.
People are wondering, like, why don't you just get a divorce? Why don't you just move on? And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this one time. I'll like I said, I'll show, but as I explained to you, being with Cannon is not something you can just sign over and he's going to let you go. If you think, because you guys don't see it, and Sharice thinks in her mind that Cannon has not tortured me behind closed doors, he has. Cannon still contacted me after he was with Sharice. It's not like it stopped. It's not like the manipulation stopped. It's not like he met Sharice and was like, oh, goodbye, and I was free. It's never going to be that way. Cannon is not going to let you go that easy. He's going to make sure you suffer. He's going to make sure you are tortured because you left. It's not that easy. It's not just a sign over
apparently
divorce paper and he's just going to let me go.
Online, victim blaming her and bashing her and shit, which I don't know. Maybe they know things I don't know. I'm not in this because I have a dog in the fight. Trust me.
Like that. That doesn't work that way. We have a child together, and I've already told you, I fear for my child's safety.
What about
Cannon has done a lot of things to children behind closed doors.
Are you waiting?
I will never want my child to be around somebody like that unless they get the proper help that they need. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody thinks about me or whatever, but she's my daughter, and I will do everything in my power, including give my life to protect her. And if I have to stay married to Cannon for 100 years until he agrees to the deal that I want with our daughter, then that's just what it's gonna be.
What? Oh, you want some money? You want some money?
So it's either my way or no way. I'm not pressed for the divorce. We can't just get a divorce like that. We have a child together. The child is involved in the divorce proceedings. So we had court in January of 2024. He didn't show up to the court date, and we had another court date in March. Obviously, he got picked up or whatever. I was going through this, so
that's gonna hurt him.
I mean, we haven't proceeded with anything of that, but just for those who are wondering why I have not finalized the divorce, again, anybody who has been through a divorce and has children, you know that you have to take care of the issues with the children. It's not like I can, stop him from contesting anything or fighting me for our daughter, which he has tried behind my back. There's a lot of things you guys don't see that he does. So him and Sharice I don't even know if she's aware that he tried to get a lawyer to do this, whatever, with my daughter, but he tried to say he served me, didn't serve me. He tried to get this high-powered attorney, a father's rights attorney for the daughter that you guys remember he's saying that's not his. Yeah, so try to go behind my back, try to get a father's rights attorney, called CPS. Like, he's done a lot of things to try to get the baby. So like I said,
so you
guys don't understand or see why, why she's not moving on, because Cannon's not the type of person that you can just move on from. Because again, like I said, he's going to make you pay for trying to move on. That's just
he wants some money then. He wants some money then. He might want some money then.
So it's not the divorce that I can't get. I'm glad you asked that question, Tyson. So I want you guys to understand it's not about the divorce. I could sign the divorce papers and we can be divorced tomorrow. The only thing is
you guys can go over to GiGi page.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. This is not going to stop here tonight, tomorrow, the next day. Go over to her page, bro. Big GiGi. Go follow her. We're going to be doing a lot of this content. If they going to keep it going back and forth like that, we're going to stay strapped with it. Fuck it. I love y'all. Enjoy y'all day, man. Thank you to everybody that pulled up to support this platform. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I honor y'all. Thank you for coming and viewing. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Come back and view us. Hit the like button. Share the live. I'll see y'all later. Love y'all.
The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, trying to leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit, you think I'm playing. Trouble hop out busting at it, brother miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions, I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. My little bro, he makes you vanish, he with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground, it's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy, don't you have your bitch around. Switch up on this bitch, I catch them deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the midst of shit that we ain't do, we spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide, think she trying to set the pick. But the hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out, yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock, let's catch